All right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Hyungjun Kim or K-jun, the director and producer of INZOI. The Korean greeting 안녕하세요 literally means "Are you well?" A lot of you are watching this showcase.
Yeah.
I hope you send me a round of applause to cheer me
Uh-huh.
as I try to go through this presentation. First, thank you for celebrating INZOI's early access launch with
Okay,
us.
first of all, his office, like,
Take our difficult first steps. The video you saw gave you a peek
look at that.
into the set on stage. This set looks just like this place looks in game.
Dude, that's sick. That's literally so sick.
And it's a space where a Zoi is sent when they pass away.
Oh, what?
INZOI is
Sorry.
a life simulation game that captures life itself, the journey from birth through various experiences to death. Since this genre is an unfamiliar one in Korea, I've often been asked questions like, is this even a game or how do you even play it? Finding developers, conducting playtests, and evaluating the game have all been challenging. But the reason we created this game is simple. We're developers.
I want this office. I want this office in my house.
We're also gamers. And I wanted to create a game in a genre I personally love. I believe this genre holds meaningful and empowering value, and I wanted more people to experience it.
Mm-hmm. You got
During
that.
difficult moments in my life, I played The Sims, and I was reminded of Charlie Chaplin's quote, "Life is a tragedy when seen up close, but a comedy when viewed from a distance."
He is a Sims player.
I realized that living through and observing different lives can be deeply comforting. That's why this INZOI poster that you see on screen was designed to give the feeling of looking down at the game world from a distance.
Okay.
Over time, I built. And as I got older, I also
What
played the
happened?
genre with my son.
That wasn't me.
One day, he asked me, "Are there other games in this genre with the latest graphics?" Without hesitation, I took on the challenge of creating one myself.
Period.
In INZOI, AR company manages virtual simulation worlds known as INZOI. The people living in this world are known as Zois.
Zoe.
As a new recruit of AR company, your role is to observe and shape the lives of Zois. You become a creator. By playing INZOI, you are stepping into the role of a life creator.
Uh-huh.
That's why today's showcase is themed as a recruitment day for new creators.
Okay.
Early access means that you are joining AR company as a new employee.
I feel like I'm at like a
becoming
board
fellow creator,
meeting.
helping to build
Like,
the world of INZOI
like-
alongside me. If I successfully complete this presentation and many of you apply to join this journey, then this presentation will have been a success.
Okay.
All right, then. If you want to apply as a new employee, you'll need to know about INZOI and AR company, right?
I'm an employee. I'm an employee now. Clocking in.
AR company, and then I'll give you an overview of INZOI itself.
Okay, we're clocking into work. Here we go.
These people you see on screen
Mhm.
are the brave colleagues who
She
took
had
on
a-
this bold challenge with me.
Do you see her having a stress toy? Me too.
Thanks to their dedication, I was able to bring the game this far. And even at this very moment, they continue to give their best.
It's pretty cool. Like to see their pictures of them actually like at work. Oh, is this a game?
Next, let me introduce the creators behind the real movements, voices.
I
and
couldn't.
music
Is that
of
the game? I couldn't even tell.
My name is Heather Moore.
It's so quiet.
오늘 연주한 곡은 인게임 들어가시기 전에 로비에서 들어보실 수 있는 음악이고요.
뭔가 특별한 모션보다는 리얼한 연기.
Oh my god, it's literally so quiet. It's their audio, not mine.
그런 움직임과 게임적 허용의 게임 같은 느낌의 중간점을 찾는 그 조율점이 사실 좀 쉽지 않았던 것 같아요.
It's very funny to do things that maybe are private. Going to the restroom. You can die of embarrassment, of hunger, fun experience that you can live in, play, and
Literally The Sims. I'm not hating though. They're doing a way better job than the EA team.
Since this genre involves role playing, I'll continue with this
That was
recording
loud.
for this presentation. Before you decide to join us, it's only fair that I introduce you to INZOI, right? So let's go through each of these focuses one by one.
Look at that town. Oh,
INZOI strives to create not only realistic graphics, but also a realistic simulation. In spring,
she put the
flowers bloom.
firework in the.
In autumn, the leaves turn red. In winter, they fall and snow begins to cover the ground. We have developed seasonal changes and interactions, so when it snows, players can decorate for winter and throw festive parties.
In base game.
Characters must wear weather-appropriate clothing. If it's too hot or too cold, they can catch a cold or fall ill and die.
Oh,
Changes in weather also
Literally?
affect the emotions of Zois, leading to new and unexpected events.
in base game.
INZOI
Huh. Huh. Is that
allows
fire?
players
Did you
to
guys see
change
that?
the background as they see fit.
Oh my gosh.
And to interact with crowds in various ways, such as talking, helping, or complimenting them. You could also fight with people in the crowd as well.
Oh my gosh.
Even beg for money.
You can beg for money. Okay.
You can get rocks and paintings that you've collected or crafted and sell them on the street.
I want that. I can't wait for the police department.
Furniture that are used, you can sell them as secondhand goods. The city is filled with fun spaces and experiences.
Oh my gosh. AI tools.
What I'm showing now is built within INZOI. In the past, content creation was limited to companies or professionals with specialized equipment.
Uh-huh.
Today, anyone can easily create content, leading to
What?
a surge in diverse and exciting content.
What?
Similarly, in the world of INZOI, we wanted to embed creative tools that allow everyone to create with ease. You can
Oh.
generate 3D objects from single images and also
What
use
the
them
heck? As a
furniture or
background?
decorative items. You could even make them earrings and attach them to your earlobe.
My mind is like, I can't really comprehend this. Like, what?
Try replacing interactive objects or existing furniture
Mm-hmm.
in the game with the 3D objects you've created using the 3D printer. Here you see my character replacing a punching bag.
That's hecka funny for like storytelling. You can make like your enemy as their punching bag.
So when you play INZOI, if you have a pose that you want to add, you could just input your photo.
Okay. Not them dancing in the rain.
If you have any videos of yourself
What?
dancing, then you can put those in INZOI to make the Zois dance. like
So you can
are
put your
dancing.
TikTok dances in here. What? That is crazy.
The facial capture that we introduced previously is now joined with camera motion capture, which is in development. It's been
That
included
is
as an
so
experimental
cool.
feature in this build.
I remember
Work in
that.
progress, but if you can be patient with us, we'll continue to challenge ourselves and improve the features.
That's insane. Social relationships?
I'm actually more of an introvert, so I'm not the most socially active person.
Me too.
But
That's
I
okay.
believe that relationships are one of the most important aspects of life.
Mm-hmm.
In INZOI, if you make a Zoi and select traits, that determines your chemistry with others.
Look at her in the
This means
window.
that romance and
What
friendships
I-
will
oh!
naturally develop with compatible people, while relationships with incompatible ones might be more challenging. Family relationships in particular are incredibly important.
The babies are so cute.
Just like in real life,
Why is-
raising a baby is tough, and the bond between parents
They're
and children
green.
will influence a child's relationships as they grow. By the way, if any of you have a baby or a child, remember that they grow up incredibly fast. You'll miss these days, so cherish them.
Uh-huh. That's funny. They got triplets. Oh my gosh. The baby book is so realistic.
That said, in INZOI, you don't have to take life too seriously.
Yeah.
It's okay to yell or get angry in the game.
Did he just tell him to get out?
Go out into the streets, gather a crowd, show off your outfit, play an instrument,
He just like straight up.
or you could sing at the top of your lungs. Just like in real life, someone might send you a message on social media
That's cute. Oh, wait.
criticizing
What?
or praising your style.
Okay, so there's social media. This is all in the base game.
Dare to live boldly and explore
This
diverse
is crazy.
The more you challenge yourself, the richer your story will become.
Oh, is this a
Your role is to be
bachelor
a
party? What is
creator,
this?
which means you're doing just fine.
All right.
Recently, INZOI has been receiving positive recognition from the public,
Hmm.
which has been incredibly helpful in
Well,
convincing the company, recruiting
some.
developers, and pushing the game forward. However, the overwhelming expectations from the public personally became too much pressure, leading us to postpone the early access release once.
Oh,
But even with that delay, it still wasn't enough time to fully refine the game.
okay.
Now we want to release the game early to our core fans, gather their feedback, and ensure that we shape INZOI into a game they truly love.
Finally.
That's
Finally.
why we're moving forward with our original plan, launching early access and refining the game together through direct communication with our players.
Yes.
The INZOI team will continue working hard to improve each aspect of the game step by step. We'll never give up and we'll keep developing ambitious features.
Oh.
It's a bit sad that we still can't take
It keeps
family
cutting out.
And since the development team is continuously working on new features, the localization team is having a hard time.
New
As a result,
features.
the localization quality of the currently supported languages is still far from complete. But
That's
we'll do our
insane.
best to complete the game, and we have a percentage of how complete the game is to the side for the early
Oh.
access build.
Really? Okay, what's the
Our motion
percentage?
capture features still also have a long way to go, but we'll
Oh.
continue to work on them. But
What's the
no one gets everything right
percentage?
from the start, right? The next city is already in development, and we're continuously improving and adding more careers to the game. We're also researching
Wow.
AI-driven automatic building, and we are working on optimizing tall structures.
Yo, the Sims team is gonna be trembling. They're gonna be like,
But that lags
they're gonna be in the corner with their tail between their legs after this.
working on making it possible for you to build 30-story buildings.
3?
Continue to communicate with you
Well, I mean, you could do that in The Sims, can't you?
so that INZOI will be remembered as a truly great life simulation game.
Here we go.
But making an informed decision is important, so we've taken the time to prepare another demo for you.
Let's go. I'm gonna be playing this. It looks so good. Dream it, build it, live it. Cover girl. I'm just kidding.
So as you've seen in the video, the focus area for this demo is
There's a new woman talking.
customization and build mode. So please take the time to fully experience it and enjoy
My
it.
packages. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I hope you like it, and let's build INZOI together.
She's a little slow. Come on, girl. The other girl got it
Create
quick.
Studio that we have this time includes a lot of features. We have added watches, rings, and bracelets.
So
You
cute.
can make them
I love the nails. The nails. Okay.
And the outfit customization has also been further improved.
Love that.
You will be able to create more variety of outfits.
Love that. Oh my gosh. Not them doing TikTok moves. I love that. Build studio. Oh, I never read the thing.
All the build mode features are available. We have
Wow.
foundations, we have fences, gates,
Mhm.
and walls.
Okay. See, I'm not a builder. I'm not gonna be like building in this game at all. I've never been a builder in The Sims, so I'm not gonna be a builder in this game. It just looks really difficult.
All the walls and fences can be colored as you wish, and you can also customize them as you wish. And
Okay.
the stairs and ladders have been enhanced. And in this build, you can utilize the AI features. I mentioned
Look at that
earlier.
kitchen.
You can
Look at that bathroom.
creative ways to combine the AI features with the existing features. You'll be able to create a lot of unique and exciting works. Share your creations on Canvas and
Mhm.
enjoy them with other players.
What? That is really weird. Wait, what? What?
Now, let's move on to an ad bit that our business team wanted me to share. So you can get a glimpse of INZOI through content creator streams and videos.
Okay.
There's a random challenge campaign that will start tomorrow.
What's your
So
INZOI
watch
story?
streams and videos on INZOI, and you can get the early access keys. And please check it out.
Okay.
As
Bet.
I mentioned earlier, INZOI is not yet a finished product. There is still a lot of room for
That's okay. And that's okay.
things.
You know why? Because you already outdid The Sims.
The more players participate, the better the game will become.
You already outdone EA.
In mind, we have internally decided to offer early access at the most reasonable price possible.
Okay, what's the price? I say 45.
This is the price we came up with.
$40. I was right. 40, 45.
Developer, I think INZOI still has a lot to improve on. So this is what we're going to do. Until
Oh.
the full launch, all updates and DLCs will
Are
be
free?
for free. And that's the decision we at INZOI Studio came up with Crafton. Now,
The Sims is cooked. The Sims is cooked. It's cooked. The Sims is cooked. Done. The Sims is done. They're cooked.
Continuing the development and committing to this.
Oh my gosh. May
So,
is the first update.
here's our roadmap.
March 28th, early access launch.
To highlight the major updates, in May, we will introduce some modding features. We have Maya and Blender
Okay.
ready, and
Mod kit?
codes.
Changes to weight, muscle adjustment, in-game cheat codes. Ooh, relationship improvements, adoption system, build mode improvements, new furniture, create a Zoe improvements, outfit updates. Okay, that's all coming in May.
Also change if you work out and gyms. And I don't know if you knew this, but August 8th is the International Cat Day. We plan
Oh.
to add a cat-themed island city.
That's cute for the cat people, the cat lovers.
Cat plays available.
That's not me, but you know.
And this update will also introduce swimming pools and basements, and you will also have ghost gameplays and AI build mode feature will also
Okay.
be available then.
August update to Ghost Play, swimming pools, swimming and pools. Okay. More resources to edit city, at build mode, freelancer jobs, sick, improvements to text messages and skills, parenting improvements.
Every 3
Huh.
months, we plan
Oh
to
my
release
gosh.
new outfits and furniture.
The Sims is so cooked. Update 3 is October. Family tree. Okay. Hotkey customizations, build mode, adjust object size. Okay. New furniture, moving homes, UX improvements, create a ZOI improvements, mod updates.
This is not finalized though.
Okay.
We will continue to communicate with you, actively listening to your requests and incorporating your feedback. So, did you enjoy my presentation?
Yeah, I really did. I really did. The Sims is cooked. You cooked The Sims in like, I don't know how long I've been live for.
On the 28th.
He did that.
Okay, so we have a lot of people joining us
Yes, you do.
in the chat. Let's have our live Q&A session. We have someone special here alongside me. We have Joel here.
발표하시느라 너무 고생 많으셨습니다,
Hello.
선생님.
Joel.
Thank you so much
Hi,
for
Joel.
the presentation, Ki-jun.
시작하려고 하는데요.
So we want to start the Q&A session.
채팅을 통해서 많은 분들께서 이제 좀 참여해
We
주시는데
have
Do you guys see the books behind him?
people leaving comments in the chat
Do you guys see the books?
where you can leave your comments and
Pan back to
questions.
Joel.
Use that link.
I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Look.
List up all the questions, and this will take some time for our team. So we have some questions. For you.
I'm a good dad. Oh my gosh. Isn't that from
So let's take a look at those.
oh, what is that from?
questions. We have videos prepared.
What's the name of that thing? It's kind of creepy.
Some videos that are not in Korean, I will translate them after the videos are played.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the video first.
Hello, everyone.
A cotton sock! Oh my gosh!
I'm a cozy live sim gamer here in the USA.
Wow!
I was fortunate enough to play INZOI in the previous playtest. But one aspect of INZOI that I found surprisingly time-consuming while playing was sleeping, because one in-game day is equivalent to 96 real-life minutes. A large portion of game
I'm acting like I know her, but it's kind of crazy. She's the first person they put on here.
interactive. It's just the player staring at their Zoe while they sleep. I understand that the world of INZOI does continue to simulate beyond just the immediate family, which does introduce some complexity.
Wait, I'm
to the
confused.
situation. But my question to
Hold on, I'm confused. Is she translating what what a cotton sock is saying? Or what is she translating for? I'm kind of confused.
Ki-jun would be, are there any plans to introduce a fade to black feature or a way to speed up the game time during sleeping?
Oh, okay. No, what she's doing. Okay, I'm confused. I was confused for a second. She's asking the questions people are asking in the chat. Okay, I believe.
Fans might not foresee this as a gameplay annoyance until they experience it firsthand. Thanks, Ki-jun. Okay, so we have the first question from A Cotton Sock. She participated in the last playtest. It was 7 months ago.
Uh-huh.
The playtime was at X1 speed, and she had to spend 1/3 of the in-game day.
Yeah. Okay. I remember watching a cotton sock, the video she had, and one thing she had said was like, "Oh, why she just wishes the days were like not as long." I think that's what he's asking here, or that's what he's gonna ask him.
Provide 5x and other speeds. So, were there any updates? Okay, I am very aware of this issue. We are simulating the outer world, not just the household, as you know. So,
She takes so long to translate what he says.
to speed up the simulation, it's going to be a big problem. So
Why?
what we do is optimize simulation. And if you go to options, there are 3 game speeds that you can utilize.
Okay.
And the most important thing is you can actually enable speed that speeds up the sleeping time 30 times.
Oh, okay, great.
Might be confusing
Cool.
for players. You're not just controlling your Zoe, but you can also control the family members. So will this go take effect?
Okay, I'm going to pause it because I'm going to rethink about what she just said. So basically, what she translated from him was that there's a setting in the game that makes the sleeping go by 30 times faster. I don't know if that's exactly what he said, but it makes it go by a lot faster. You go to the settings. Okay.
As soon as your Zoe sleeps, no, your entire family has to be asleep in order for this to take effect.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Like The Sims 4, for example, The Sims 4 was like, the whole family has to be asleep in order for it to speed 3 really fast. So that kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay.
So let's move on to the next question. We have a question from Rail Kim. Let's watch that video.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Rail Kim. I'm a life simulation YouTube creator from Korea. Since there are currently a set number of shops available on the map, is there any chance that users will be able to add or place their own shops in the future? If so, I'm curious how this feature could be implemented.
That is pretty cool.
Okay.
That's a good question.
surprising question because I'm the least confident about careers in this build. I wasn't able to touch shops at all. So in INZOI, there are stalls. You click on it, and if there are any rocks or fish that you have, you can put it on the stall, and it can enable sell feature. And
Okay.
Zoe is in the
But also my question is like, so it's only fish and rocks? That's another question too that popped up in my head. But basically she asked can you make your own business or shop? But he's basically saying, oh, you can do like collect your own fish and rocks and do it like that.
And you may get the feeling of selling something at a shop, so you can utilize that feature.
Okay.
We may be
So
able to
kinda.
add shops
You can
in
kinda.
the future. Okay, that's great that you have plans for it. Okay, let's move on to the next question. We have New World asking the next question. So let's hear
New
that and
World.
summarize the question.
Who's New World?
I'm New World, a simulation game creator from the United States, and here is my question. Will there be any implementation of graphical upgrades in the future?
He's so quiet.
DLSS4 or the new Unreal Engine 5 lighting mechanics that look to improve performance while also having really good looking environments?
Okay, his was really quiet. So what he was basically asking, I think, was something about the graphics. Like, I believe that's what he said. Maybe not. Maybe I just
Okay.
totally didn't listen to it.
New World.
I don't know.
He participated in the last playtest as well.
이런 부분에서 되게 자부심이 있으셔가지고 저희
You
그래픽
were
세팅에서도
really
항상 모든 옵션을 다 키고 되게 예쁜
confident about
시각화를
the
만드시려고 되게
graphical
노력하시는 것 같고
elements.
또 질문도 또 그렇게 어울리시는 것 같네요.
I
이제
think he's asking
그래픽적으로 어떤
questions
개선
about
사항이
that as
계획되어
well.
있으신지
So what do
모르시는데
you
이제
what are
예시로
your
몇 가지
plans
주신
for
게
this?
이제 DLS 중에서 DLS4를
He
혹시
mentioned
추가 계획이 있으신지
DLS4.
그리고 뭐 언리얼
This
5
translator is literally
되게 다양한
using
이제 라이팅
Unreal Engine
기술들도
5,
계획
and
가지고
there are
있으신지
a lot of
taking me
new
out.
features there.
정말 정확한 질문이신데요.
That's a great question, New World.
아직 4를 현재 연구 단계에 있습니다.
We are using
적용되지
DLSS3 at the moment, and we're researching DLSS4.
Yeah, so pretty much he's basically asking about, he said he was a simulation, player for a while, and he was just asking about the graphics and if they're going to better the graphics anytime soon. I think that's what he asked.
않을까.
I had
우리 환경처럼 이렇게 조명을
an
켜면
element that was
그림자가
lacking.
생기잖아요. 네,
There are
그림자가
shadows here.
생기면 훨씬 더 그림이 아름답습니다.
If you have shadows and shades, it makes the scene more beautiful.
왜냐면 저희는 추적을
Mhm.
열심히 해서
We're doing
Okay, I don't care about the graphics, so. Okay, let's go on to her.
Hello, I'm a simulation game YouTuber called Baby Hapung. My question is about how Zoe's die. I think a lot of people are interested
She looks like a Zoe
in
herself.
dying in the game because we can't experience death in real life. I experienced death once while playing INZOI, and I found the process quite interesting.
Okay.
There's a relatively realistic flow of mental stress coming from unmet needs, which led to counseling sessions at the hospital
Okay.
and so on. It took quite a bit of time for the Zoe to die of extremely unsatisfied needs. Are there any other types of death in the game?
Okay, sorry.
One of the biggest features in this game is death.
Jeez.
In
Who?
INZOI, we have a lot of different types of death because life comes with death. In INZOI, you could go to the bathroom, and if you slip, you might die.
Oh!
Or if you eat some old food, you might have to go to the bathroom and again die. And when you fix broken down electronics,
If you eat if you eat bad food, you can go to the bathroom and then just die on the toilet. Okay. Okay.
you might get electrocuted, so you need to be careful. And I made the chance really low, but actually electronics can very often break down. We also have 16 different types of deaths.
16, that's a good start.
One thing that I can say that
Hold on.
only exists in INZOI is dying from the need for recognition.
Oh.
In the modern world, you find a lot of people feel fulfilled from being recognized by others, and this death reflects that. For example,
My leg.
in INZOI, let's say I fought with someone, and that rumor spread and came back to me. I could get a text message about it, or a friend of mine could tell me about the rumor. Then, if the rumor is negative, then my need for acknowledgement can go down. And if that drops too drastically, then you might die from
Did you guys hear that?
But we want to
I heard that sigh.
approach this carefully due to like cultural issues. And so we kind of made this an allegory of sorts. It's not very direct.
Okay.
We have, like I reiterate, we have a simulation, and like deaths and this type of thing is a part of the game. Another thing I wanted to mention about deaths is that you could get hit by cars. So
I love
be
that.
careful around
I love that so much. I'm gonna hit so many
Yeah,
people.
you learn through the game that you should be afraid of it.
Like I'm gonna take my
Another question.
I'm gonna take my frustration out on like driving in real life, and then when I play this game, like I'm just gonna hit everybody.
About Nicole. Oh, it's actually a question about cars and driving.
Oh, perfect. Here we go.
Hi, I am Emma Nicole, a gaming content creator from the UK. So, drivable cars have been a hot topic in the INZOI community. So, what challenges did you face implementing them? And ultimately, what led to your decision on how cars function in gameplay?
역시 인플루언서님이
Okay.
Yeah.
다른 분들이 관심사에
Influencers
언급을 많이 해주신 것 같아요. 그래가지고
really
말씀
know about what
지난
hot topics are in the community.
공개하면서
So as we were
I love that he's like telling him like, hey, these influencers right here, they know a lot about what people are saying. Like, so I love how he's telling him like what's up. You know what I mean?
gameplay from the previous build, the hot topic was cars and driving. It's actually very common to see these types of things in life simulations. And I think
Ooh, was that a shot at Sims 4? Bang, bang.
people were expecting for Emma Nicole
Because Sims 4 doesn't have cars.
some difficulties knowing that this is a difficult feature to implement. Yeah, actually, we have 300 cars in the city. At first, we were very naive in implementing this feature. When you
Do you mean 300 cars driving or 300 different type of cars?
drive,
That's a question
traffic lights are
too.
green, right?
어느 한쪽이 길어지면 다른 쪽은
And
불편해지는
the
거죠. 뭐
we
예를
have pedestrian
들어서
signals
제가
too. But
운전할
if the
때
traffic lights
내내 신호등이
are
흰색이
green
되면
for a long time, then the
저희들은
pedestrian
횡단보도 앞에
signals are
잔뜩
short.
모여서 길을
So
못
if the
건너게
traffic
되죠.
lights are always green when
반대로
you're driving your
조이들이
car, then the
빨리빨리
Zois will
신호등을
just
건너게
gather in
하려고
front of the
차들이
crosswalk and they won't be able to cross.
그래서 이 문제를
And
해결하는 게 너무
vice
어려웠어요.
versa
그리고
for
That's hecka funny. I just hit
longer
them.
pedestrian signals.
어떤
Boop.
이런
Just hit them.
교통에 대한 거를 찾아보러
So
갔더니
I looked
거기에도
up
비슷하게 써있는 게
traffic
있더라고요.
systems
그래서
and
동적으로 이렇게 신호등과
there
체계를
was something
교통경찰관분들이
about
조정해 준다고요.
traffic
그래서
police
I love
actually
that. I love that he did his research on traffic. I love that.
and adjusting the signal.
엄청 고생을 했고요.
So we studied a lot
나름은
about the
그래도
traffic
최선을
systems
다해서 정리를
in the
했는데
year.
물론
We
여전히
tried
아직은
to
부족한
kind of
부분이
organize what we
많습니다.
learned and
그래서
implement in the
이번에
game, but of
안타깝게도
course there's still a lot of room for
자동차
improvement.
저희가 실험 기능을
Unfortunately,
뺐습니다.
driving is
자유롭게
an
운전하시려면
experimental
옵션에
feature.
들어가셔서
So if you want to like
Okay.
manually drive your car,
활성화하시면
you can
수동
turn
운전이
on the
가능하시고요.
experimental
그러지
feature
않으면
to
좀
test it
자동
out.
운전으로만
If
이동할 수
not,
있다는
you can
점을
only
많이
drive
양해해 주십시오.
through
그럼
auto driving.
유저분들 입장에서는 이걸 좀 오해하실 수 있으니까
Then
좀
players
정확하게 말씀드려야 되는 게
might
수동
misunderstand, so let
운전이
me
있긴
kind of
있지만
summarize what you
이거를 이제
said.
하려면 이제
So we have
활성화하려면
manual
옵션이
driving,
따로
but
들어가야
you
된다는
have to
말씀을
go to the game
말씀드렸습니다.
options and turn it on for you to
그러면 이제
enjoy that feature.
다음 질문
Oh, okay. Okay.
We have a next video, so let us hear that. Hi, I'm Zoe from the official INZOI China fan page. I'm a simulation game creator based in China. I've been following INZOI since the playtest last year. I really love the game. Recently, while playing the game, I had a question. Are there any plans to introduce multiplayer in INZOI? And if so, how do you envision the multiplayer feature to work?
Okay. Multiplayer question.
I don't understand Chinese, so we got this pre-translated. Let me read that.
Oh, man. Man. All right. Well, Shayu.
분들의 관심사인 것 같은 게
I believe a lot of people are
인조이는 앞으로 이제
interested
멀티플레이
in
기능, 이제 온라인 멀티플레이
this,
말씀하시는 거죠. 그
like
기능을
online multi.
Honestly, and this is not like a popular opinion, but I don't care for multiplayer in a simulation game like this. Like, I don't care to have multiplayer. Like, if I wanted to play with somebody, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't care for it. I really don't. I enjoy playing by myself. Even though I could see multiplayer getting like fun and like messy, it could become like, you know, GTA Online. So, well, actually, you know what? But see, GTA Online, I'm like repositioning. GTA Online turned into like, it's kind of annoying now because everybody just wants to like kill you, you know? So, I don't know.
Player. Does INZOI have plans to release online multiplayer? If so, how do you envision that feature to work?
멀티플레이에 대한 질문을 너무나 많이 받았어요.
Yes, we've received a lot of questions about multiplayer in INZOI. I thought about why, and I've been thinking maybe it's because I've built MMORPGs for the past 20 or so years.
멀티플레이를 정말 기대하신다면
If our players
I just
really
realized he has
anticipate
tape holding the
multiplayer,
microphone.
maybe that's why.
생각했던 게 하나가
One thing I was thinking about our early access release.
This is like really funny, but this was a long time ago. When I very first made like a YouTube channel, I think I was like 19 or 18 or something. I literally did the same thing. Like I had a headset and I taped it to my face. Like, so I'm not hating.
That if we get a lot of feedback and demands from our players on multiplayer, then maybe we could get more specific ideas and start implementing them. What do you mean by specific? Well, since I'm an expert on subjects, let me elaborate. Let's say you and I are in the same room and I picked up this doll. Then Joel needs to receive the signal that I picked up this doll. That's the basis of multiplayer.
Okay.
But in INZOI, we have all of these different interactions and simulations running, and all of that needs to be sent to all of the people in multiplayer. That's actually a lot of pressure and a big load.
All right.
If you're not looking for that, then maybe we could have me inviting Joel to this room. Then I can open a desk drawer and you can know. Or
Okay, so basically with multiplayer, it's a setting. You can have it on or off is what I'm getting from this. And also, it's still in development, so it's not 100% ready. So
we could like chat together. Or you could look at
But it's in the
what I'm
process.
doing, like my motions. If we could do something like that on a smaller scale, then that could be implemented.
같이 할 수는 없지만 그
Then you might not be
있는 게
able
좀
to
우선시된다면
do
인조가
interactions
있죠.
together,
훨씬 더 쉬워집니다.
but
그래서
if you can just implement like
많은 분들이
knowing what the other
요구하시면
player is
꼭
doing,
개발하고
that's
싶고요.
easy.
네.
Okay.
Yeah,
적극적으로
it's easier.
여러분들이 계속
So
말씀을
if you could
나눠주세요.
please
제가
give
디스코드
us
채널에서
more
얼마
specific
전까지
ideas,
그
then
PDA
we
고민을
will
했었잖아요.
look at them.
그렇죠.
그래서 아마
I've been
길티의
writing
소망이 되시든
Cajun's
아니면
concerns.
게임을 내보내면
Maybe I'll
길티의
start
반성이
writing
되죠.
something like Cajun's hopes or Cajun's remorse. Okay, hope it doesn't turn to Cajun's remorse.
여러분들이 남겨주시면 그
Yeah, we'll
방향에
keep
Alright.
communicating with the
개발을
community.
준비하도록
So
하겠습니다.
please give us a lot of ideas and we'll start doing that.
네.
So to summarize, multiplayer is possible, but we do need guidance from the players on what direction we want to go for the multiplayer feature. So please send us the feedback. That would really help Cajun a lot.
Okay, so give them feedback. They're still working on it. They don't, you know what I mean? Okay, cool.
Next question is from France,
France.
UK, and NS. Let's watch the video.
Hello from France.
I'm Luque. I'm a French creator.
So quiet.
I'm playing a lot of games, simulation games, survival games, and more.
I'm Enes or Noémie Stinguet. I'm on YouTube and Twitch and I play simulation games. Thank you for having us today. We have a few questions for you. We were part of the playtest in August, so we're glad to be able to
Uh-huh.
direct
Okay.
questions.
How much drama can we expect in a game? Player loves tension and conflict in gameplay. To what extent can we be mean to INZOI? And on the other hand, how kind can we be?
Will these events unfold naturally?
Okay, so if you didn't hear it, how mean can you be? How nice can you be? And how much drama is going to be in this game? And then let's see hers.
Can cheating, behavioral changes, or other relationship twists happen on their own? Can a Zoe have a career in a mischievous career path?
Okay, her question is basically, can you cheat? Is there like relationship issues and like relationship drama already in the game? Interesting. Okay.
You did touch upon this slightly in the presentation, but there's also drama. Life is not always peaceful. There's some conflict, like betrayal and stuff. There's the spicy
yes.
stuff in life.
Uh-huh.
And when you presented, I recall you said you were very interested in this. Is there anything? Yeah, previously when I was talking with Joel, you could
What's that camera angle?
tell whether you liked me or hated me or not. But now we've kind of made it more vague, so you can infer the relationship. You can pick up on information. But we have
이게 뭐냐면 이제 저희는 사실 하나의 사람으로서 뭔가 감정의 변화가 막 심하잖아요.
really
Okay, I think I'm gonna just start. I'm a little behind the live stream. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hold my microphone. Hold on. I'm a little behind the live stream, so I'm just gonna like skim through it, you know. But let's see here.
severe ups and downs. Like I kind of wanted to do that, but I think we succeeded in adding some of those interactions. Taking you to be a calm person. Yeah, maybe I'm expressing that in the game.
Okay.
Do actions on your own. For example, if I'm with a friend and suddenly I'm angry, I could just yell over the room. I wanted to add a lot of features that makes these relationships dramatic.
Perfect. Okay, so he did add features. He added features that will make the gameplay a little dramatic. Okay.
There's actually also a more specific question. What you mentioned was your Zoe, being able to control your Zoe. Suddenly lose it. Let's say we're a couple.
Okay. We're married. Okay. Thinking about it.
Then
Okay.
if I'm away from home and
Okay.
I didn't tell my wife,
Uh-huh.
maybe my wife might
네, 그러면
text me
저희가
like,
이제
"Where are
또
you?"
그
There are a lot of
여러분들의
Where you
such
at?
Q&A
features that
안에서도
might
많은
surprise
분들이
you.
실시간에 이제 질문 많이 주시는데
Yeah, now
이게
we
딱
have
한
a lot
가지의
of
영상의
live
마지막에
questions
준비됐다고 하니까
as
이 사진
well,
중
but we
하나만 또
have
잠깐
one
보고
more
바로
question
들어가도록
from an
하겠습니다.
What?
influencer. We'll watch
Did
that
wait, 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 wait,
well.
wait. Did he not finish
Now we
that?
have a
한
lot
가지의
of. I didn't tell my wife. Maybe my wife might
네, 그러면
text me
저희가
like,
이제
"Where are
또
you?" There are a lot of
여러분들의
such
그
features
채팅 안에서도
that
또
might
많은
surprise
Oh,
you.
oh, okay. So he was just giving an example. Okay, so that was an example, and he said that maybe my wife will text me, ask me questions. Stuff okay, 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 got it.
Yeah, now we have a lot of
And it seems like they can do that on their own, like automatically. The other INZOI will do it on their own. That's cool.
live questions as well, but we have one more question from
One
an
more.
influencer. We'll watch that.
Let's go.
Here is a Zoe. I'm a YouTuber based in Korea, specializing in life simulation games and building games. I love games that involve decorating spaces, so when I played INZOI, I enjoyed walking around the One and Bliss Bay as if I was traveling or taking drives with my car.
Okay.
I especially found there were all these details even in the small alleys and tiny decorations. Did you make on-site surveys to design the maps, or do you have any personal favorite places that you incorporated? I'm curious to know if there were any special considerations or stories behind the creation of the maps, and if there are any hidden Easter eggs or unique places you could give us hints to look out for.
Cool. Honestly, like I would say for me, I mean I live in like California, so it looks a lot like LA, but let's see if a little bit.
This is a fun question to answer. When developers make games, you might imagine that we visit a lot of different cities and pick one, but we did not get to do that. The one in INZOI was just based on my neighborhood.
Oh.
It's not an Easter egg per se, but in
Wow.
the corner of Toon, you might be able to find the house that I live in. You can't really interact with it, but it is there. And we do have Easter eggs in the game. So
Okay.
if you explore a lot, you might find some odd signs. Or I don't want to be
Odd signs. What?
too open, but you might find police investigation tape, or you might find funny decorations around. We really tried our best to add these kind of odds and bits. You can also we also worked on going beyond decorating the city, but also adding lore. So if you explore a lot, you might be able to pick up on the lore.
Okay.
The books here also are kind of a hint. So hope you enjoy.
The books are a hint. Wait, what? Oh my gosh.
여러분들이 지금
So you're telling me this is
Now we're done with the
this is a hint? Is that a hint?
Now we'll move on to the live
Hey.
questions we received.
최대한 답변 드리려고 하지만
We'll try to answer as many questions as possible, but due to limited time, we might not be able to answer a lot of them. We'll do our best though.
그러면 제가
Okay, I'm actually really excited for these questions.
하나 있었어요.
There was one question that caught my eye.
이제 크리에이트 스튜디오 이제 열었잖아요.
We've opened the Creative Studio demo.
Uh-huh.
The creations from the demo.
Uh-huh.
버전에서 거기에서 이어서
Can we play them in the early access release?
Yeah, I want to know that question really bad.
Yes, you can.
Yay!
Your save file might encounter an error if they're a different version, but if you
What?
upload them to Canvas, you
Uh-huh.
can move them to
Yes, I'm gonna play my Sabrina Carpenter. Bet.
the new release. So please enjoy the demo, and also you can.
Oh my
continue
gosh.
to play.
So you can literally play as like Shrek. Could you imagine somebody making Shrek? There are so many Shreks in that.
그러니까 요즘
Next question.
AI로 그 NPC들과
These
대화하는
days,
기능들인데
There are a lot
그
of
다른
functions being
게임에서도 저도
implemented
본
in
적이
games
있었거든요.
where
혹시
they use
이거
AI
지금
for
인조에는
conversations.
없겠지만
Okay.
나중에라도
What
이렇게
game?
We
What
don't
game
have
is
that in
that?
INZOI yet, but
말로
do you
구조로
have
대화하는
plans
기능을
to
삽질 생각이
kind of
있으실까요?
I'm trying to think what game
be
that
able to
is.
speak verbally with the Zois?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
If you have a good hard drive
a good hard drive. I
we have
might.
Smart Zoe feature as experimental feature.
Okay.
저희가 붙여보는 기능을
Have,
테스트해주고
uh,
더욱이 인조이는
and
그런 거에서 가장 뛰어난 제 생각 효과가 날 거라고 판단합니다.
INZOI
이유는 왜
will
그러냐면
be
보통
most
게임을 만들면
effective
이
in
게임의
doing something
주변에
like this
사물들의 정보가
because
없어요. 근데 인조이는 주변에 사물의
INZOI
모든 정보를 갖고 있는
has
게임이기 때문에
이미 준비가 되어 있는
information
실제로는
on
그걸
all
연결하시게
the
되면 아마
objects
더
that are
놀라운 장면을 보실
in
수도
the
있어요.
screen that are being simulated.
I'm
So we are
wow.
너무 좋네요. 이거
That's great.
개인적으로도 그거 듣기는 되게 재밌겠다. 그리고 인조이 되게 어울리겠다 싶었거든요.
I really thought that that kind of feature would be great for INZOI. Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Okay. So if you have a good hard drive on your computer, you can talk in game, like through your microphone into the game. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Next question is about the roadmap
현재 이제 나온 출시된 맵에서
or the actual maps in INZOI.
Okay.
거기 안에
Maps in the open world.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we are creating the next city right now.
Right.
Cities in the build we can be expanded. There will be
Okay.
areas like the department store. That's what I really want to put into one. So just add land spaces. Okay, so next question.
Okay, that question was like, can you make the map like the maps bigger or something? And yes, you can.
The base system we have. Are there any changes that will occur as the Zoe relationship matures?
절친과는 일반 친구들과 다른 행동을 하는 것처럼
How about friendship? What if friendships get older? What happens? Okay, I think I'm
Okay, so this question's like this question's kind of odd, but this question is like, you know how in The Sims where your sim has a friend and then if you don't talk to that sim for like a really long time, they like stop being friends or the relationship gets lower and lower and lower and lower. I think that is what this person's trying to ask.
pretty confident about this feature. As you have older and deeper relationship with your friend, you'll have different levels of conversations you can have. Let me
Okay.
give you an example with the engagement. So if you meet a friend when you get engaged, your friend might say something like this: "Are you really going through with this marriage?" It's a thing that a close friend can only say, right? So this type of new conversation.
Okay, that's cool. So the relationships have depths, basically. They'll have different questions the deeper you are a friend to somebody.
Really add more
That's
depth
cool.
to relationships. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is one of the highlights of today's presentation. There was the facial capture feature that you introduced. So can you use this feature with webcam? Okay, so we have a really great facial capture system. We have more than 100 bones in the face, and we have very intricate movements in the face. What you saw on the screen before, this is just
Okay, sorry.
available with iPhones. So you place your iPhone in front of you, and there's a webcam. The webcam catches your motion, and the smartphone motion.
Okay, I literally don't know what they're talking about. Just gonna skip a little bit.
I think INZOI has a long way to go, and
Okay, am I live? Okay, wait. Let me see.
so
Dang, they're still going on with
this
questions.
has been mentioned in a different channel, but I think we should mention this anyways. So here we go.
Okay, this is the last question because they're doing a lot of questions and I don't want to like sit here and like, you know, be like that the whole time. So this is the last question I'm going to do and then I'm going to end my live stream because yeah.
Can you also go to the jail? Yes, you can.
Okay, can you go to jail? Yes, you can. Okay, the question I've been waiting for.
You are stuck in jail.
Hello.
You can eat and sleep and
You can eat and sleep in jail?
there, but you could actually break out of jail as well.
You can. Okay. Okay. Okay.
못 나오게 해
Prison
하는
Break.
개발팀의 일부가 있었고
네.
The dev
아니 탈출을
team
해도
members,
그렇게
some of
들리는데 왜
them
막아요? 이런
said
생각이 있어서
we have to
현재는 감옥에
limit
있고
them
감옥에 갈 수 있습니다.
into
어떻게
being
가시냐면
confined in
나쁜
the
짓을 많이
jail.
하시면 돼요. 그러면
But
이제 결탈
That is
said
so
that
cool.
jailbreak should be
되고
possible.
그러면
So
이제 감옥에서
we met in the middle
몇 시간
ground,
동안
and
있어야
it is
되고요.
sort of
시간이
possible.
끝나면
And
나오시게 됩니다. 네.
알겠습니다.
네.
yes, you can go to jail.
You can go to jail. You can sleep and eat in jail. You
This can
can
also develop over time.
break out of jail.
아, 이것도 확실히 그
Okay, let's go to the next
특정
question.
인적분들이 굉장히
Okay.
많이 있으시죠.
I'm gonna end this here because I'm not going to go on with these questions because I'm just gonna be sitting here and being like, So that's cool. Some of the questions that I also had got answered, so that's pretty cool. But I don't know when this live stream is gonna end, but
좋습니다.
We can
일부는
definitely have
현재 저희가
fantastical
그
elements in the
특징이
game.
피부 톤을 좀 자유롭게
Okay,
색상을
그렇죠,
지정할
뭐
수 있잖아요.
파랗게
그래가지고
만들
We
수도
can
있고.
actually
그렇죠.
change the skin
원하신다면
color to
일부러
extreme
좀
degrees,
교환도
right?
가능하실 수 있다고
You
볼 수
can
있겠네요.
have blue skin even.
네.
Blue.
To
You can
some
have blue
degree, you
skin,
can already
yellow skin.
create some
Green
fantasy
skin.
world.
아니, 저도
Green
너무
skin.
Okay,
그쪽으로
next
이제
question.
살짝 원하는
Oh my
기분이라
gosh,
This is
I
something
can't
that
with the
I
questions.
얘기하시지 않으셨거든요.
You didn't talk about this
혹시나
in the
그냥
roadmap,
어떤지 그냥
but I'm
여쭤보는 차원에서 한번
curious
들어봐
what
주시면
you
좋을 것
think,
같아요.
Kjun.
아이돌 이제 기능도 옛날에 한번 공개한 적이
네.
So
있는데요.
you
이제 그 아이돌이 실제로
talked
그
about the
직업처럼
idol
되어가지고 나중에 콘서트까지 하는 그런
featured
것까지도
ones?
이제 상상할 수
Is it
있어요.
possible to implement it and even have concerts?
그래서
Like,
이제
Oh, okay, so like famous
with
people.
K-pop idols can
Like
be
you can be
outside?
famous in the game.
Right.
네.
So
그 안에 이제 아이돌로 성장한 캐릭터가 나중에
음.
고원의 어떤 무대에 서서
오.
I
자신의
think
공연을 하는 어떤
K-pop
그런 시스템을
idols
만들려고 하고 있습니다.
can be
그래서 뭐 그렇게
created
발전시켜 나갈 건데
and
아직은 좀
under
부족한 게
Adam
있어서
Entertainment
Okay.
and
부탁드립니다.
아, 네. 아직은 좀
Alrighty. All right. I'm just gonna end this here. Okay.